see a lady racing a motorbike and sidecar on the grass?
Definitely, I must be mad.
What got you into the sport then?
Well, I used to come and watch, and then I used to help in the caravan doing the lap scoring and what have you. And now I just decided I'd like to have a more active role.
Yeah. So I know you're doing very well, obviously, in the British Masters Qualifier. What's your best success to date then?
We won a final at the Point of Air Club, which was our first sort of complete meeting win, which was rather nice. Nice surprise.
How do you think these men take it then when you come along and beat them?
Well, I suppose like with anything, if women come along and sort of poke their nose in where women aren't normally around, they perhaps don't like it, but most of them have accepted me really well.
Yeah. Well, obviously you've come a long way. You sort of know what we have to do every week now. But you've got some stiff opposition today. Do you think you're going to be, I probably think, the first lady to get through to the British Masters full?
I don't think so, not today.
Well, no, what's the problem?
I think they're all much better than me here today, I think, really. Well, as long as I finish the day in one piece, I don't mind.
Well, in all honesty, you've got people like Robbie Wilson, who's really top class racer.
That's right. They're all good,
Craig
really.
Yeah.
That's it. They're all a far better class of rider than I am, and have been doing it for so much longer and know far more than I do.
Yeah, well, you never know. Look, might be on your side. It'd be nice to see you get through to the final.
God. Lady luck would have to be on my side.
Are you going to be trying then?
Well, yes, I should be trying, but
okay, well,
as long as I finish in one piece, I don't mind.
Yeah, go to work on Monday. Well, I wish you all the best then, Penny.
Thank you very much.
Your passenger, hope you get through.
Yeah, thank you very much.
British Masters Qualifier, some very stiff opposition. You know, what do you think?
Yeah, well, it's one of those days you've got to take it as it comes. Feel pretty confident, the bike's going well. So we're just going to go out there and do our best.
Yeah, I've just seen you talking to Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Has he been giving some good advice?
Yeah, we've just been chatting in general about gearing and tyres and what have you. He's always a good lad to speak to, a lot of experience.
Yeah. Somebody says he knows a little bit about grass tracking.
I believe so, yeah.
I've seen Robbie Wilson going around yourself, look pretty good.
Yep, feel very comfortable out there. It's just a case of keeping going now. Yeah, we'll be alright.
And is the track a bit ridgy, is it?
Yeah, it's very ripply on the bends, but obviously the faster you go, the smoother it is.
Yeah, okay. Well, keep going, Craig.
Okay.
Clive, let's see you again in the final.
Okay, thanks a lot.
See you in the Masters, hopefully.
Yep,
okay.
will do. See you.
A long way down Devon. I suppose you appreciate what we do sometimes.
Yeah, I say it must be long for you. All the trekking you do up and down, say to Oxford and Wimborne and further like, you know.
Yeah.
Just very hard on the driving as well.
Yeah. Well, you've come a long way, but it's an important meet. Most improved rider last year, I think we voted, something like that.
Yeah. Didn't know nothing about it. Got the barracks, and then we said during the day that we'd won it late, and I thought, wow, delighted. Yeah. Words couldn't express, and then the B final really finished off for me.
Yeah, well, I think I interviewed you possibly a year ago, and I tipped you to go all the way at the top, and looks like you're on the right road.
Well, I'll have to wait and see about that. I think there's still plenty of time for that, but who knows, hopefully.
Yeah, well, I always said you seem as if you handle the pressure for a young lad, quite cool and collective. Is there any pressure on you today?
No, I'm just going to enjoy my race, each race as it comes, and then just take it from there. If you have a bad first ride, try and make amends in the second ride.
Who do you think would be the stiffest opposition then? Because obviously some of the lads here are very, very good.
Yeah, you got likes of Rob Wilson, Craig Cheetham, Dave Steer, Pete Dyer, Hiscock. Yeah. Them all have to be beaten in the day, no matter who you are. That's you still got to beat them on the track.
Yeah, it seems as if the season's cut off a bit early, don't you think?
Yeah.
Like 8 or 10 this year, wasn't it?
That's all, yeah.
Anyway, I wish you all the best then.
Yeah, thank you much.
Get stuck in. I know you've come a long way, but
it'd be nice to go back home with a thought under your belt and do the first and second on the Masters.
Would you be trying to win it, or would qualification? Would you be happy at that?
First, 6. Don't bother me. Yeah. As long as you're in the top 6, that's what matters.
Right. Well, we'll see you at the Masters then, Phil.
Well, we'll see. Hopefully.
Okay, keep going then.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah, nice to come. Nice day.
Yeah. We've had a bit of rain during the week, but it sort of helped water the track a bit. How have you been out? How did
it go? No, it was alright. It was good. I like seeing them putting a little bit of water on now. I hope they don't put too much because it sort of leaves a little bit of soggy patch, but it seems quite good.
Yeah, I watched you in practice. You seem as...
Yeah, it's hard. Very hard on your arms and all the rest of it. That's why I only practiced the once really. So I picked 5 rides today, and they're all counting. So really, I want to try and save myself.
Yeah, when we marked it out, I actually lost a £300 watch.
Yeah?
In the track.
Alright.
And we were going to roll it, and I came the next day and found it, so we could roll it. So
I shan't bother to walk out then, I think.
Well, you've got some stiff opposition, and so has everybody else with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you normally racing meter and pressuring people like that.
Yeah, it doesn't really make a lot of odds, to be honest with you. I mean, we're all there, all 6 of us on the line, and we're all going for the same spot. And it don't matter if it's Roger, Ingy, or whoever, really. We're all level peggings, I think, really.
Some of these boys out here are as fast as anybody.
Exactly. Yeah. All the equipment's the same, you know, very good equipment all round now, so... Don't know, just depends on the day, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, you just want to get it over with, eh?
I'd like to, yeah. Come away with being in that top 7, really.
Yeah,
That's the main thing.
Yeah, probably... people didn't get the fair chance with one meeting getting cancelled.
No, a little bit disappointing all that, but obviously we didn't get through on the right, and I think they probably made the right decision at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I've done 1 or 2 qualifiers myself, and I've had some good races at them, and it sort of leads you into the Masters. I tend to think that if you do the qualifier, you know, which we did in '84 and went through and won it, so we had to qualify and actually won it, so you don't need to be selected, you know, to win it, sort of stuff.
No, the only thing is like you say, we've got to get through the day, really.
Yeah, I mean, a snap chain will do it in, wouldn't it?
That's right, yeah. 5 rides might help, you know, you probably do 1 and make the right tits of it, but I don't know.
You haven't got your lad in the chair today, then?
No, we don't. I've not had young Robbie. I've got John Halsey's Passenger, Tony Miles. He rides now, so.
Yeah, is your lad riding on his own then?
Yeah, he's got his own outfit.
So you've had to split up then?
Yeah, he wouldn't even let me borrow his bike for the day. He's gone to Brighton.
The man's up there if you want it, Robbie.
Yeah, all right.
Anyway,
mate,
I hope yours goes okay for you. No problems.
All right, Anna.
I'll see you get through.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Nice to see you in the Masters proper.
Yeah,
great.
Cheers, mate.
I don't seem as if I've seen you out racing much. Have you been to different meetings to me, or?
Yeah, 1 or 2. Yeah, we had a bit of trouble with it. Blew a gearbox up, and we sorted that out.
The second gear, the small gear, and when it goes, Did it split the cases?
No, lucky.
No? Oh, lucky,
just blew it up.
They usually jack themselves apart and smash all the cases.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, so where have you been this year then? Obviously, you haven't
went to the sidecar when it Wimborne, but it was terrible, the track, wasn't it?
Yeah,
not everybody's track, but then Monday it was good, they altered it, and it was very good Monday.
That's right, yeah. Did you do the Berks this year then?
No, couldn't get in.
No, couldn't get in. Well, I remember you going really well there the year before.
Last year, yeah, it was good.
Yeah. So how do you think today then?
Well, we're going to give it a go. It's good. It's not bad. A little bit bumpy, but I think, you know, everybody's going to be going.
Yeah, I found that the faster you went, it sort of levelled out a bit.
Yeah.
You know,
it does seem good. It's just this top corner going in from the start is going to be it is bumpy, and it shakes your handlebars quite a bit. But
that's one of the things you're going to have to make the start today.
Yeah, it's going to be a good. You've got to make a good gate if you want to do anything today.
Yeah. Do you think your bike's fast enough? You've been out? Is it?
Been out. Yeah, we've been out. It's good. Yeah, it's strong. It's just going to be who's got the biggest, the longest neck really.
Motor up the straight. Yeah.
To get into there. It's good. I mean, it's a good layout. I mean, I've been up this way for years. I used to. I've been up here before, but many years ago.
Well, funny enough, I've been Hampton Road here for 10 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
But they don't seem to get many meetings. I mean, it's probably good because the people, they're a bit. The crowds don't have chance to see a lot of riders that ride.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's a lot of good riders here. I mean, they've got to be quite good to be able to get in here anyway. So it's going to be a good. And the solos are going to be good. It's going to be a good meeting, I think.
Yeah. Well, Robbie Wilson's just remarked that the standard of all the sidecar drivers, the machine is good and everything.
Yeah. It is. It's going to be hard. It is. I don't think at the end of the day you'll have earned it to get in. Because it is going to be hard.
Right. Well, wish you and your passenger best of luck.
Okay. I'll
get through. No breakdown.
Yeah. Well, okay. Yeah.
Right.
All right.
Thank you very much. A long time. I know I spoke to you this morning, but it's nice to back on the grass.
Yeah, it feels good. You know, it's been a long time away. I think it's about 4 years since I've done a grass track in England, and you know, I'm really looking forward to a good day's racing.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice to get you through to the Masters and see you go through then. I'm sure you can still do it, Simon.
That's what I'm aiming at, is to obviously get a qualifying place, and then you know, see what we can do in the Masters. Aiming, obviously, as we all are, to get an international licence.
Yeah. Well, supposing you go through, Simon, which no doubt you should do it, you know, comfortable, barring incidents. But would you have to do more grass tracks to get up to, you know?
I mean,
a lot of lads that come along.
That's right. I mean, I'm just watching a few of them out there today. You know, I mean, to be honest, I've not heard of pretty much all the field, but you know, I've been out of it that long. But they all got, you know, they all look to be going so well.
Yeah.
So It's going to take me a few races, a few meetings to get back into it.
Yeah.
But hopefully, you know, we can get back on song.
And how's the speedway going for you then?
It's going very well. It's a lot better than I expected. Not having any problems at all. You know, I've had a change of machinery, gone to GM, and I've gone to antique frames, and everything's working comfortably for me.
You've got to get used to it, yeah. I know you had a horrific back injury, Simon. It must have put you really, not racing for you, was out of work. How do you cope with things like that?
Yeah, you know, I was out for, I think it was about 18 months, and obviously, you know, it's your job as well, and
that's right.
Obviously we have high insurance premiums, but they come in handy when something like that happens. But it knocked my confidence for 6, you know, and to get back and to get my head right, you know, for racing again, it took a long time, and it's just about starting to work for me now.
I think you're there, yeah, great. Well, it's nice to see you back, Simon. I wish you all the best. Let's see you go through the Masters and prove you can still do it with all the boys, eh?
I hope so.
I'm sure we're just, your name in the programme will frighten a lot.
I don't know about that, but you know, we'll try and put on a good show today, and you know, hopefully I can come away, you know, with a top place, but one of those qualifying places would do.
Yeah, well, great. Thanks for your time, Sam.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Riding an antique Westlake. It's a pushrod engine, and would you believe this engine is no less than 12 years old. Number 6, young newcomer to Speedway, currently riding with Ipswich and Peterborough and Scott Nicholls, younger brother of Sean Nicholls, who will be known to many of you. Scott, at the ripe old age of 16, earns his money from being a paper boy. I think he starts at about 3 in the morning and must finish late in the evening to afford this superb RTN antique Jawa, which Tommy Nicholls kindly prepares for him. And it's an off-track start throughout the day. Still an SOS for Chris Knowles, who's not appeared, and someone has looped it in a big way. Straight through to the front there goes 419 David Perry. David back from that horrendous injury at Donington Park at the Grasstrack, preceding the Motorcycle 500 Grand Prix at Donington in August of '89. David Perry, though, 31 years of age, works in the family company. He's right back in the groove, and he leads this race by a big margin. In second place, 167, Mark Seabright, another rider back from a very bad spinal injury. He was 2 years out of the saddle, and he is very quickly back in the groove. Mark, a 25-year-old gardener from Ringwood in Hampshire. He must have been going for a rise there. I saw an arm up in the air, but it's a big lead for David Perry, with Mark Seabright in second. Third is 171 Gary Lobb. In fourth place, the young 16-year-old Scott Nicholls. And the scoring system makes one in the program today. And I've got it somewhere here. Right in front of me, although quickly back in the saddle again. There is quite a lot of dirt about on that circuit, and the man to go down on the deck was number 171 Gary Lobb, the planned operator from Newquay in Devon. Been racing for 15 years. But out comes the checkered flag, and it's a win for 419 David Perry. Second, 167 Mark Seabright. In third place, number 6 Scott Nicholls. Fourth just goes to number 77, Rob Vincent. And unfortunately, lap scores are not located in here with me, so quite how I'm going to see these, whether the official results will be passed to me in a few moments. David Perry, son of Tick Perry, of Antique Fame. 758. Simon Crossy, who celebrated his 29th birthday last Tuesday, born in Hereford, nowadays lives at Evesham in Worcestershire. He rides an antique GM, number 17 Brent Cunningham, but look for the changed number on his bike, 98. It says on the number plate. 25 is Jason Handley from St Dennis, his antique 34, former Speedway rider Steve Bishop, the landscape gardener from Bristol. Number 38 is Dave Wright from Tuffley in Gloucestershire, self-employed shop fitter. At number 2, Krista Marsh, replacing number 66, Luke Dodd. And Krista Marsh's 18 comes from Hereford. 71 is Tommy Palmer with Exeter Speedway team. And in fact, away they go, and it's a very, very level start indeed. On the inside of the track at the moment is Crossy, number 14. Simon Cross just getting his nose ahead in the early stages of this race. In fact, Crossy's lead, a very, very tiny one at the moment. There's a bump or two around the circuit. Crossy lifting that front wheel, gets some power on, gets the front wheel up in the air. Off comes a rip-off, through into second place. Bike 98, that is Glenn Cunningham, shown in your programmes as 17. Glenn, currently riding for Swindon in the British League Division 2. Was actually the property of Oxford originally. Celebrates his 19th birthday next Friday. And in fact, he has now taken over the lead. Glenn Cunningham leads from Simon Cross with number 282. In third spot, Mike Dowling from Bristol. Mike Dowling, an interesting character, is actually since his finals in mechanical engineering at Birmingham University. His exam is tomorrow. So he's anxious to make it all count, but Glenn Cunningham it is, first over the line. Followed by Simon Cross. Third is still number 282. 21-year-old Bristolian Mike Dowling. There is the checkered flag, and it's the first win of the day for 98. Glenn Cunningham. Second place goes to 14th Simon Cross. A superb character, number 5, John Priest, a former speedway rider with Birmingham Scunthorpe, and nowadays he actually works during the day with a collar and tie on as an office worker, lives in Shrewsbury, and he has a Stacey friend, Jawa. Local rider number 7, Barry Simpson, a buyer with a major shop fitting company, one of the big ones in the country, in fact, CMB, based at Hartlepool, just up the road. And Barry has a very special Alan Bellham Jawa engine here today, believed to be a works engine. He's also the timekeeper up at Cleveland Park Stadium, number 11. Sean Tacey, riding speedway for Coventry this year, 19 years of age. He rides a jeweller friend Jawa. Number 19, Trevor Eden, a sprightly 30, describes himself as a building consultant from Daventry. He rides an RTS framed GM. Number 22 is Darren Matthews, plant operator from St Austell, which is down there in Cornwall, I think. He has an antique GM laid down one, and he has a choice of bikes. The other bike, jeweller Jawa, former speedway rider in Exeter and Oxford. And number 74, a change of rider there, it is Scott Wilson, son of Graham Wilson, who replaces number 74, Wayne Hill. Scott from Kendal in Cumbria. 95, very much a goer, a youngster from, he's a wagon driver, mechanic, you name it, he does it. Comes from Kirby Stephen, Jason Handley, riding a Godden-powered new track. Number 134, Steve Morris, a self-employed engineer from Ravenston between T-Bay and Kirby Stephen, rides the Ray Morris Special Jawa. 158, Wayne Broadhurst from Shrewsbury, a mechanic, and 179, Simon Gittings, toolmaker from Worcester. And away they go, straight into the lead goes 19, Trevor Eden, Trevor from Daventry. And sprightly he is, but he's going to have to be sprightly in this field if he's going to stay near the front there, because they're coming thundering through. Lots of riders using lots of motor, a very competitive race this one. 11, Sean Tacey has found his way through to the front. 19-year-old rides full-time speedway now with Coventry Bees, formerly with Ipswich and Arena Essex. Made his speedway debut against Kings Lynn in August 2 years ago. Number 11, Sean Tacey, now pulling well clear of second man Wayne Broadhurst. Wayne in on bike 158, a mechanic from Shrewsbury, formerly with Coventry and Stoke in speedway terms. And he rides not a Jawa, as your programme shows, it's a RTS framed GM. So with Sean Tracy heading towards the last lap flag now, taking a fairly tight line, hogging that line in fact. Very contrasting styles here, Rainbow Road in second. So any moment now the checkered flag will be coming out. That was the back marker, Scott Wilson going over the line now, and there's problems for one of these riders, but a big win for number 11. Sean Tracy, second, 19, 179 was the order, 19, Trevor Eden taking second, 179, Simon Gittins in third spot. The other official results, I'll have to wait till our official lap scorers come along with those. Buck serving when the RAF at NATO headquarters in Ruislip, and he rides the 1986 Godden. Kevin, who originally comes from Hull, back up in God's country as a special one-off this weekend. 35, Vince Kinchin, a bit of a girl from New Romney in Kent, 26 years of age, with his Hans Smith Jawa. That is one of the Steve Smith specials. Very well turned out machine indeed. Number 36, Justin Elkins, the 19-year-old speedway rider from Salisbury, who rides currently for Pirates. I think there's still Pirates down there. And he rides a GM motor in a cotton frame. Number 49 is Paul Fudge. Also, he rides vintage speedway machines. He's from Bristol and has a BRM Godden. Had a 7-year layoff, back in the sport for about 3 years though. Number 50, Andy Sell, a 30-year-old former speedway rider, lives at Fish Ponds near Bristol, used to race for Exeter, and he's got an ASP Godden, a very intriguing frame, a lattice construction, a bit like a Ducati road race frame. And another local rider, Rob Bradley from Was. He is a mechanic by profession, also races a sidecar, and here we go straight into this one, and the early race leader, 87 it was as they came past me, Rob Bradley on his home patch. Robert certainly got the power down, but there's some pretty handy lads out in this race, and it will need plenty of motor, plenty of concentration, everything to go for. A vital place in the Masters finals is at stake. And charging through now, it is Kevin Buck, Corporal Kevin from the NATO headquarters. The brother of Andy Buck, and I think Andy's coming up here today. I haven't seen Andy for a year or two since he had a brief flirtation with Speedway about 4 or 5 years ago. They both came from Kirkella, Westella, I think it was, near Hull. And it's Kevin just riding as a one-off, so he thought today, but there he is at the head of this field, blasting his way around, within second place. Declare from Sudbury in Suffolk, Steve Dorr on bike 110. In third place, number 35, Vince Kinchin. And fourth is local man Rob Bradley. And he certainly picked up an awful lot of dirt, but through to the front has gone the blaster himself, Steve Dorr on the RTS Jawa. Steve Dorr, the new race leader, but the flags are out. There's a faller up there on the top of the circuit. The last lap flag promptly goes in. It's the checkers coming out now, heading towards it at a great rate of knots. Blasting his way through the dirt. He's filled in, he won't see much at all. 110. Steve Dorr takes the win, and the 12-point score that goes with it. 35, Vince Kinchin comes home in second place. Third spot goes to number 36, Justin Elkins. In fourth place, 87, Rob Bradley. Have got a change for number 10. Gary Wright has Chris Burge in the chair. Gary comes from Long Eaton, sponsored actually by his local chip shop, the Humber Road Chip Shop. And they are providing finance for the XF-powered Wasp of Gary Wright with his stand-in passenger, Chris Burge, who's a plant operator from Bridgewater in Somerset. Number 69, Gerald Bradley, a 51-year-old welder from Alfreton in Derbyshire, in his second year back after a layoff, and his passenger is Jeff Barr, a 41-year-old council officer from Selston in Nottinghamshire. this first sidecar race gets underway. Craig Cheetham it is with the advantage of none of this good Yorkshire soil flying up in his face. Down there in the West Country, and passenger Gary Lane from Cullompton in Devon with FZR Wasp. So Phil Pitman it is with number 1 in second place, chasing as far as he possibly can, Craig Cheetham. We have in third place now with his stand-in passenger today, number 93, Andy Simons, and Bob Frost in the chair. And then in fourth place was number 5, Dave. The victory in the open sidecar race goes to number 90, Phil Pitman. Number 93, Andy Simons. In fourth place, number 5, McCave. Fifth was number 69, Gerald Bradley. And in sixth place, number 10, Gary Wright. And we have just 5 outfits now blasting away from the line. 6 indeed. So a full house. It appeared at first that there was going to be an absentee, but we have our full complement. 184. John Hiscock from Ringwood in Hampshire on his Renegade, powered by an FZR Yamaha engine. 8.5 years in sidecars, he had about 16 years in solos, and with taxi proprietor Tony Bannister providing the ballast for him. Leads them through, but losing a little bit of traction there, and thank God that badly is the second outlet that almost hop, skipped and jumped around that corner. It was number 58, Pete Dyer, the mechanic from Mere in Wiltshire, with passenger Justin Westaway. John Hiscock leads, but that gap getting much, much closer. Pete Dyer is getting that slightly off unfortunately now. Once again, John Hiscock. As the checkered flag goes out, John Hiscock wins from 58. Pete Dyer. Hutton from Grays in Essex with passenger Tony Baseby from Hayes near Bromley. They're in the third season together. That is a Kawasaki ZX-10 motor that they've opted for. Number 24, Rob Wilson, celebrates his 37th birthday on Tuesday. His passenger Tony Miles. The two of them work together at Staplehurst near Maidstone, and that is a Dave Steer-framed Yamaha that they are on board. 43, Royce Bredbury, a plant operative from Wimborne in Dorset, and his passenger Steve Kenchington, a car mechanic. Self used to be passenger for Jerry Adams. this race underway. Sidecar race number 2. Holding the advantage at the moment, but a slight one over 52. A hard charging Terry Phillips, and then in third spot it was 43. Royce February. With the ZX-10 Kawasaki powered outfit, and that is streaking off into the lead at the moment, provided it can keep the traction going. That's a big lead in the early stages of this race over number 52, Terry Phillips. And third place closing as they start the final lap is number 67, Sean Pittock from Orpington in Kent. Sean is closing that gap down, and it was 43, Royce February and Steve Kenshington. Here on the dash down to the flag. Race 7, race 3rd, sidecar heat. Brings the victory for number 3, Colin Hutton. Number 17, Dave Steer and Andy Orchard. Number 60 is Richard Thomas and John Richards. 68, Chris Tyrrell and Alan Belays. Number 98 is Joe Morgan, Joe Smith. And number 191, Steve Heath and Barry Knight. Jockeying for position down there in the holding bay, the starting positions. Dave Steer has the inside gate 1, gate 2, number 60, Richard Thomas. On gate 3, Joe Mogg, number 98, gate 4, 191, Steve Heath. Gate 5 is number 68, Chris Tyrrell. And on gate 6, outfit number 4, Dave Penfold, with Paul Randall in the chair with the XM-powered Yamaha Wasp. And the XM engine proving to be the most prolific in sidecars these days. Anyway, I was amazed at the number there were around the circuit. It seems to be the engine to have. And well, we have a sidecar flipping. That is an unusual sight at the start of this race, but losing traction completely. The front came straight up in the air. Another one seems to have been interfered with. And in fact, there's another one ploughing off under the infield at a great rate of knots. So plenty of drama there in the early stages of this race. And the red flags are coming out, so this one is to be stopped. And well, we thought it was number 50, but I don't think it. Well, are we to have the rerun of race 8? I suspect that is what's happening. We have indeed got a whole pack of sidecars howling around the circuit now. The rerun of race 8, page 11 of your programmes. Can they stay there? The bumps, the track's starting to cut up a little bit, but they blast away, accelerating down that back straight. Number 4, Dave Penfold. With 17, Dave Steer, the constructor of those superb Steer Yamahas, and the Orchard in the chair. 68, Chris Tyrrell and Alan Belays, and number 26, Reg Blackburn, the additional standby reserve who has come into the race. Reg and Colin Blackburn, father and son.
Quick reminder, the next one, here will be 95 Gary Lobb and 374 is Stephen.
So as already on the grid now, I now have the official results starting to come through. I've got them all, but no time to read them off as race 9 gets underway. 11:34, absolutely side by side, Sean Casey and 34 Steve Bishop. That was as they passed me on this opening lap, but the field's starting to sort themselves out, but the leaders aren't. There is precious little in it. As down the hill they come. To that bottom left-hander around the paddock and assuming the lead, 34 Steve Bishop it is, and that is Jason Handley really giving him his best shots. And Jason formerly tried a bit of speedway with Middlesbrough, seems now to be concentrating on grass tracking when he's not busy in the family campaign haulage. Bishop, the season campaigner, leading young Jason Handley from Kirby Stephen. Then in third place, Sean Casey. Fourth is number 5, veteran John Priest. But the last lap flag coming out now, and it looks to all intents and purposes as though the 30-year landscape runner from Bristol has got things well through the corner. This Handley across the field, third is Sean Casey. Fourth is John Priest. In fifth place, 32, Kevin Buck. And there is the win for number 34, Steve Bishop. 12 points is scored from Handley. Second, taking 10 points. It was 95. Jason Handley. Steve Bishop. Second was 95, Jason Handley. Third was number 11, Sean Casey. In fourth place, number 2. 5, I'm sorry, John Priest.
19, 35.
Fifth was number 32, Kevin Buck, and sixth was number 65, Jason Wilby. Was number 7, Barry Simpson, and eighth was number 4, Mark Allen. That is the official result of race number 9. Simon Cross leading number 171. It was Gary Lobb, the plant operator from UK. Second on the opening lap, and he's still crossing the outside from there. Vince Kinchin from New Romney in Kent. And with that crossing lifting up from there, up in the air, he's going to go somewhere, he's going to keep the thing going. Gary Lobb is ready to take advantage of any slight slip. And Simon Cross, the man, the top all-rounder for England, who was an automatic choice for the England side until that terrible crash in the World Team Cup back in 1990. But Crossley going into the last lap now, his lead a very tiny one indeed over Gary Lobb. Gary really laying that back down, getting the power on good and hard. In third spot, number 35, Vince Kinchin. Fourth was number 158, Wayne Broadhurst, another man back from a very nasty injury. We're at the flag, 14 Simon Cross just takes it, 171, Gary Lobb in second, 35, fourth only just was number course, so he wins. In second place, 171 Gary Lobb. Third was 35 Vince Kitchen. In fourth place, number 19 Trevor Eden. Fifth was 158 Wayne Broadhurst. Sixth was number 282 Mike Dowling.
The result
In seventh place, number 2
runs are as follows. With
Krista Marsh. Eighth was 134 Steve Morris. In ninth place, number 18 Frank Kireen. And 10th was number 77. Looking right now, they go for a great deal of difficulty there, keeping his foot down on the deck. And already we've seen 2 or 3 changes in the lead in the early stage of this race. Masters on bike 110 is Steve Dawes. Steve, who is going the long way around the bricklayer from Sudbury in Suffolk with the RTS Jawa. Challenging and the last lap flag hanging out in the breeze for him, just a lap and a half or rather less than that to go. From 71, Tommy Palmer, the former Exeter rider. Tommy Palmer, in fact, back in the Exeter lineup as of the last few days. So Tommy will probably be a visitor at Middlesbrough game on Thursday this week. Next, the Falcons come to Cornwall Park and the knockout lap, but that is victory for 167. Mark Seabright. In a time of 1 minute 31.82, 1 minute 31.82 seconds is the winning time for number 167, Mark Seabright. Number 1, of course, Mark Taylor, the addition to programs replacing Ben Howe. So just the change of number for number 17, Ben Cunningham, who rides under 98, and non-starter is 72, Kevin Taylor. Otherwise it should be all systems go. The 50 should read L704 and straight to the lead. Let's go Glenn Cunningham with that change of number. Glenn riding bike number 98 throughout the day. Glenn firmly with Oxford. Now he's riding for Swindon. And almost it was Andy Sell, number 50, who came blasting through, the engineer from Fishponds near Bristol on his ASP Cotton. That is that very intriguing chassis build, rigid chassis lid, lattice type frame. And Andy Sell just about a few lengths ahead of Glenn Cunningham at the moment. Precious little in it, but it makes you wonder if that type of frame construction isn't the way to go. Oops, but Glenn Cunningham coming hard underneath. He's got all the motor on, but Andy Sell standing his ground. And he doesn't look quite as quick on the straights as they go into this final lap. But that bike certainly seems to be a lot more rigid around the turns. Andy Sell on bike 50, accelerating away from the hard-chasing number 98. Glenn Cunningham, David Perry has 40 straight through into third spot. The checkered flag comes out now, and it's a narrow victory for number 50, Andy Sell, number 98, Glenn Cunningham. For number 9, David Perry in third spot in 1 minute 30.93. 1 minute 30.93. position 3 for number 4, Dave Penfold. So pretty good win will be on position 1. Next of the sidecars gets on the road page trail in the programme's race 13, and it is number 4, Dave Penfold, the carpenter from Staplehurst, near to the Cornwall Street track. Sidecars in second place there, it was the man who started in pole position, pretty good win on outfit 111. Peter, who works in logistics, and 52 through into second place now, Terry Phillips with the Magnum, with the Exit Motor, Terry Phillips charging through in the second place. And in first spot we now have number 67, Sean Puttock. Great for attacking the black line, checking the straight play the line rapidly. Push-ups perfect. I think I can now take it back to race 1 because I have that handling from the official score sheet showing race 1 in the program to 1-4 number 319 David Perry. No time so for that race second with number 167 Mark Seabright. In third spot number 6 Scott Nicholls. Fourth was Grasstrack. And by the sound of things, we're underway yet again. From the far side of the circuit, we have 3, 4, 5 outfits. And the race was stopped previously. It was number 90 ahead of the field. But no, it's John Hiscock, and John disputing it. It is a fierce battle going on for the lead. Someone has dropped right down to the tail end of the field though. It's all happening here today as it not be. The new race leader is number 3, Colin. Motorcycle mechanic for John's of Romford lives at Grays in Essex, and he really is working very, very hard for his money here today. In his efforts to stay ahead of John Hiscock, the very experienced man, 8.5 years in sidecars after 16 years in solos. And it's John Hiscock. Finding that way around the outside, number 3. Relegated to the role of chaser in third spot, we have number 90, the early race leader, Phil Pitman, the man who led the pack before the race was stopped. John Hiscock in 1 minute 25.02. 1 minute 25.02. Colin Hutton and Tony Raceby in third spot, number 90, and fourth, number 7. Well, glad Ray Pickard, but he was the fourth and final finisher, 1 minute 25.02. And any second we should have the Masters Qualifier bursting into life once more. And the problems are for number 69, Jim Bradley, the 51-year-old welder from Alfreton in Derbyshire. And he has once more pulled back onto his starting place, which is position 2 on the grid. And back goes the tape. And the screaming horde of sidecars, in fact, there's big problems for one of the quickest men from the line, but chiming in again. And outfit apparently has gassed himself up in some way. Number 24, straight into the lead, Rob Wilson, the lorry fitter from Staplers near Maidstone, with passenger Tony Miles. And Jed Bradley retired with a passenger laid in the middle there. We have the red flags out. Just back at the start of this race. The answer has got to be yes, because there they go again. And we have no Jed Bradley this time, number 69, Jed Bradley not appearing on the line for the start of this race. So in the lead, Chris Till, 39-year-old builder, all the way from Bugle in Cornwall, passenger Alan Belays with an exit-powered Wasp. McCabe and McStace, Burgess Hill Duo and a Yamaha. This is number 24. Rob and Tony Miles. But the checkered flag coming out this time around. Tony Miles, and in third place, number 58. That's Pete Dyer and Justin Westaway. 3-2 is the race runner's time. The AN other, Chris Burge. For today, number 17, Dave Steer from Ardingly near Brighton. His passenger, Andy Orchard, who lives in Swindon. Number 34, Penny Hook from Cranbrook with her passenger Keith Watts with the SGM Yamaha. Number 50, father and son Ian and Rick McCauley. And number 191 is Steve Heath and Barry Knight. Steve from Haywards Heath in Sussex. And his passenger Barry Knight, machine driver who started racing in 1993. The lady competitor in the chair with him, but now it rests with Keith Watts to keep that chair in perfect balance. And we have 2 or 3 still there. And Rick, who manages a car paint shop. Father and son, 46 and 25 respectively. And Ian actually made his debut in Grasstrack racing up here in the north of England at Yarm. But here we go, we have a tremendous sight of those outfits striding it out. There's only inches between them at the top of the circuit, and in the lead is Dave Steer. 73, dearly enough to be able to do it again today. And by the way he's going at the moment, he looks as though he's got a more than even chance. He's really hanging in there. And in fact putting all the pressure on the race leader. And Rich Blackman trying absolutely everything else. Rich Blackman still keeping that power on. The name of the game is keeping the thing pointing in the right direction. In third place, Gary Wright with his stand-in passenger, Chris Burge. Those three detached from the rest of the field. In fact, the rest of the field really down to only one more. And it is a retirement for number 1, Greg Cheatham. Are we going to see a late rush from Reg Blackburn? Reg is giving it back so early with the old right wrist. And anything can happen in these few closing yards of the race. 17 Dave Steer it is. That's one of the closest finishes of the day. But it was written for 17. With Andy Orchard in the chair and a very, very close thing for second. With Reg and Colin Blackburn really getting stuck in and almost matching the verdict on the line. In third place, number 10, Gary Wright and Chris Burge. And in fourth spot, it was number 34, Penny Hook and Keith Watts. Others we go on for the F-track start at the other end of the circuit. And we have the veteran John Priest on bike number 5, local rider Barry Simpson on number 7, 11. Gary Lobb. The results for race 16, sidecar number 8, are as follows. With one over 117, 26, 10, 34. Back to the lineup for this one. And here it comes at back, coming down. And into the lead it is in gate number 71, Tommy Palmer. The Exeter Speedway rider, Tommy Palmer, who will be meeting a number of people who are here today, I think. Certainly the Middlesbrough contingent travelling down there tomorrow for a knockout cup. 71, Tommy Palmer race 14, Simon Cross, right in third place. 171, Gary Lobb. And those three have now spread well clear of the remainder of the field. In fact, Gary Lobb starting to pile the pressure on Crossy. Crossy has got only half a length's advantage over him at the moment. But it's Tommy Palmer, formerly winner, really nice and steady for the Exeter. Scrappy at the start of this season. Tommy Palmer battling back and Crossy is now overhauled through into second place. Now the very determined number 171, Gary Lobb from Nuki on his Duo GM. 71, Kent on his HM Jaguar. Another of the Steve Smith constructed machines and Tommy Palmer looking very, very sharp indeed. Less than half a lap to go now. Tommy Palmer on bike 71. Flashes over the line now to take the checkered flag ahead of 171 Gary Lobb, third place for 14 Simon Cross. 19 Trevor, number 32 Kevin Buck. Sixth was number 11, Sean Tacey. Following ride is required for the next and very closely between Barry Simpson on bike number 7.